When the owner's son locked the restaurant after closing, Amy Carter thought she was about to lose everything. She had no father, no savings, a sick mother waiting for medicine, a 10-year-old brother depending on her for school. Ryan Mitchell believed no one would ever believe a waitress over the rich owner's son. What he didn't know was that one brave decision would destroy the future he thought money could protect. A tiny apartment. Rain taps against the window. Helen Carter coughs in bed, too weak to stand. 10-year-old Noah sleeps on a thin mattress beside a pile of school books. Amy Carter, 22, quietly puts on her faded waitress uniform. Dark circles sit beneath her eyes, but determination shines brighter than exhaustion. She gently kisses her mother's forehead. "Helen, be careful today, sweetheart. I don't trust the owner's son. There's something about him." Amy forces a smile. "Amy, I'll be okay, Mom. I serve food, collect my paycheck, and come home." That's all. She notices unpaid medical bills covering the kitchen table. Next to them sits an almost empty bottle of medicine. Amy quietly slips the bottle into her bag. Amy wasn't chasing luxury. She wasn't dreaming about expensive cars or beautiful vacations. She was fighting for medicine that kept her mother alive, and school fees that kept her little brother dreaming. As she reaches the door, Noah wakes up. "Noah, Amy, will you be home before dinner?" Amy smiles. "Amy, I promise. Study hard today. One day you won't have to worry about any of this." Noah nods. Amy leaves. The apartment door closes behind her. Customers fill every table. Amy moves quickly between them. She smiles politely, refills drinks, carries heavy trays, never complains. Other waitresses whisper. "Waitress, she's the hardest worker we've hired in years." Across the room, Ryan Mitchell enters. Designer suit, luxury watch, expensive sunglasses. Everyone notices him. He enjoys the attention. His eyes stop on Amy. A slow smile spreads across his face. He walks directly toward her. Amy almost bumps into him while carrying plates. "Ryan, you're new. Funny, I would have remembered a face like yours." Amy steps aside politely. "Amy, excuse me. My customers are waiting." Ryan blocks her path. "Ryan, relax. My father owns this restaurant. That means I can take as much of your time as I want." Amy grips her tray tighter. "Amy, with respect, I'm here to work. Nothing else." Ryan laughs. "Ryan, we'll see about that." Amy quietly walks around him without another word. Ryan watches her leave. His smile slowly disappears. For the first time in a long time, someone had ignored him. He didn't like it. Not even a little. For Amy, it was just another uncomfortable moment. For Ryan, it became a challenge. And spoiled men rarely accept the word no. The lunch rush has ended. Most customers have left. Amy wipes down tables while the kitchen staff clean up. Ryan watches her from across the room. He slowly walks over. "Ryan, you're different from the others. Most people around here know better than to ignore me." Amy keeps cleaning. "Amy, I'm only here to do my job." Ryan leans against the table. "Ryan, I could make your life very easy or very difficult." Amy finally looks at him. "Amy, please, don't do this." Ryan smiles. "Ryan, dinner with me tonight. That's all I'm asking." Amy shakes her head. "Amy, no." Ryan's smile disappears. "Ryan, you just made a very expensive mistake." He walks away. Amy takes a deep breath before returning to work. Amy quietly enters the apartment. Helen notices her red eyes immediately. "Helen, something happened at work, didn't it?" Amy forces another smile. "Amy, just a long day. Nothing more." She doesn't want her mother worrying. Later that night, Amy sits alone beside the window. The unpaid bills remain on the table. She opens her phone. A new message appears. "Ryan, you can't ignore me forever." Another message. "Remember who signs your paycheck." Amy's hands begin shaking. She deletes the messages, but the fear remains. Some people use money to build businesses. Ryan used it to frighten people into silence. The restaurant is nearly empty. Employees finish cleaning. Amy carries boxes into the storage hallway. As she turns, Ryan is standing in front of the only exit. He slowly closes the door. Amy immediately becomes nervous. "Amy, please move. I need to finish my shift." Ryan steps closer. "Ryan, no one can hear us back here." Amy takes a step back. "Ryan, I've been nice. Now it's your turn." Amy tries walking past him. Ryan suddenly grabs her wrist. Amy freezes. Ryan, listen carefully. No one will believe a waitress over the owner's son. Tomorrow, you'll either smile for me, or you'll be unemployed. Amy pulls with all her strength. Amy, let me go. Ryan tightens his grip. Before he can say another word, the storage room door suddenly opens. A dishwasher walks inside. Ryan immediately lets go. He forces a fake smile. Ryan, everything's fine. We were just talking. Amy says nothing. She rushes out of the hallway, holding back tears. Ryan watches her leave. His expression turns cold. That night, Amy realized something terrifying. Ryan wasn't going to stop. He believed fear would eventually make her surrender, but he was about to discover that courage can spread faster than fear. Amy arrives for work, determined to act as though nothing happened. Ryan is already there. He smirks as she walks past. Later that afternoon, he corners Amy near the kitchen. Ryan, have you thought about my offer? Amy stares him in the eyes. Amy, I already gave you my answer. It's still no. Ryan's face hardens. He grabs her wrist again. Ryan, you're making the biggest mistake of your life. This time, Amy refuses to stay silent. She pulls away with all her strength. Amy, leave me alone. Don't ever touch me again. The restaurant falls silent. Customers turn to look. Several employees rush toward them. Ryan quickly lets go. Ryan, she's lying. She's trying to ruin me. Just then, David Mitchell, Ryan's father and the restaurant owner, walks out of his office. He looks from Ryan to Amy. No one speaks. Amy's trembling hands say everything. Her job later that evening, David calls Amy into his office. He looks disappointed. David, Amy, I don't know what really happened, but this situation is destroying the restaurant. I'm sorry, I have to let you go. Amy lowers her head. She quietly removes her name tag and places it on the desk. Amy, I may have lost my job, but I won't lose my dignity. She walks out without looking back. Ryan watches from across the room with a satisfied smile. He thinks he has won. He couldn't have been more wrong. Amy sits across from attorney Sarah Collins. She tells her everything. Sarah listens carefully. When Amy finishes, Sarah opens a folder. Sarah, you're not alone anymore. 3 former employees contacted us after hearing what happened. They all described the same pattern of harassment. One of them saved Ryan's threatening text messages. Another witnessed him grabbing your wrist. Amy's eyes fill with hope for the first time. Amy, so? Someone believes me? Sarah smiles. Sarah, more people than you realize. We'll let the truth speak. A montage follows. Former employees sign witness statements. Amy files her lawsuit. Local media reports on the case. More women come forward. Ryan's confidence begins to disappear. The courtroom is silent. Ryan sits beside expensive lawyers. Amy sits with Sarah. The judge reviews the evidence. A witness takes the stand. Then another. Then another. The final piece of evidence is shown. Security camera footage captures Ryan grabbing Amy's wrist while she tries to pull away. Ryan slowly lowers his head. There is nothing left to deny. The judge looks directly at him. Judge power is never a license to abuse another person. No employee should fear losing a job for refusing unwanted attention. After reviewing the evidence and testimony, this court finds in favor of the plaintiff. Ryan Mitchell is ordered to pay financial compensation, issue a public apology, and is permanently prohibited from managing employees at this establishment. The courtroom falls silent. Amy closes her eyes. For the first time in months, she can finally breathe. Ryan's father quietly stands. He walks toward Amy. David, I should have listened. I'm sorry. Amy simply nods. She accepts the apology, but never forgets the lesson. Amy now works as a supervisor at a respected cafe, known for treating every employee with dignity. She smiles genuinely as she serves customers. Helen's health has improved. Noah proudly wears his new school uniform and shoes. On the wall hangs a newspaper headline, "Former waitress wins harassment case against restaurant owner's son." Amy never wanted revenge. She wanted respect. She wanted the truth to matter. Ryan believed money could silence anyone. Instead, his own actions became the evidence that ended his power. Because sooner or later, the truth always finds its way into the light.